I mean, that's not true. You can use flowers for evil purposes.
Like, name one.
Poison.
Poison.
Oh my goodness! Look how evil you are knowing that. I'm going to take notes tonight.
Wait. Oh, wait. What if we all didn't take notes tonight?
Oh.
Who do you think I should pick to snake charm first?
Apparently not supposed to tell anyone or allude to anyone who I am, what I am.
That's right.
Lest you annihilate me.
The mutant was Urki, which I'm assuming means that she is the good twin.
Yes. Cool. Well, that's
Cool.
Just to give you something, I highly trust Bree.
If I switch to become demon, could I throw the game? Or would that just not be fair?
Well, you're on the evil team, so if you throw the game, you'll lose.
Now, what would you say if I said, I suspect you of wrongdoing?
I think he's just gonna keep saying it until Papa Tony shows up and then he's gonna shut up.
That's true, he could. I'm also chaotic and willing to just take the raw Vortox test of not executing anyone day one and just...
Yeah, I'm not that chaotic. Yuhan nominates Jacob.
He insulted the mustache, and I've also got a mustache.
Like, you always vote against me, Yuha. Also, my computer crashed and I missed...
What do you mean vote against you? You're not even on the block.
I'm gonna ask another bold question.
Okay, I'll probably decline. Yeah, what's up?
You will probably decline this. If I ask you about a particular role, will you tell me if it's in the game?
Absolutely not.
I think he's a bad baby. He is a very, very bad baby, and he needs to be taken out.
I don't know. Any place where your house has to be suspended on poles is not a place for me.
I was suspended on a pole just last night. It killed me. Talk about
That's tragic.
I know, right?
That's a very
pretty
slow death.
interesting way to go.
Yeah. Happened to Jesus too.
Well, wasn't so
I'm
much
surprised
a
it only
pole.
took you a night.
I'm doing well. Did we both invite each other to talk to each other
I
at
think
the same time?
simultaneously. Wow, that's so beautiful.
It's so wonderful. So I got some information. This book is all the more prevalent tonight.
Your camera is still visible. Don't show them. No.
No. What are you?
The bluffs. Oh, sorry. I'm the Nodashi. What are you?
I'm the evil twin, and I believe Peter could probably verify the information
That's real bad that I'm here then. Oh, I guess anyone could have talked to the evil twin first, but you should talk to your good twin and psych them out.
No Dashi.
Yeah, no Dashi. And the bluffs are Flower Girl, Savant, and Fortune Teller, but you won't need them. Who is your good twin?
Savant. I got the mutant was Urki, which I'm assuming means that she is the good twin.
Yes. Cool. Well, that's
cool.
Okay, so I'm going back saying that you told me you were the good twin and the mutant, and that Urki is your twin pair. Cool. Bye.
Exactly. Bye.
Confirmation.
Oh, that's not good for
good.
evil.
Mark, are you a town
So,
trip going
It could be
outside?
a quick game.
I'm the mutant.
Dodging the question. What?
What?
Did you say you're the mutant?
I'm. I am led to believe that there is a good twin, evil twin set up, and I'm the good twin. So that's out there now.
But good and evil twins can't be mutants.
I don't know. I never play this game.
They can.
Me neither.
Because it just says
would
you
you
have a
play
good
that?
player. It doesn't necessarily
That all
specify
but
townsfolk.
confirms you as
Yeah.
evil
I guess that's
father.
true. So Jacob's your evil twin then.
Oh, there's an evil twin in the game?
I mean,
Oh,
that's,
no.
Who's-
No,
of course
not me.
Mark is starting.
Who's the good twin for this
Wait.
evil twin?
Then why
Or
did,
who's
why did
or who's the
Jacob
evil
go
twin for
off?
this good twin?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the pairing? And what's the role, if you want to say?
Mark.
Well, he said he's a mutant,
I'm the mutant.
and he's paired
Oh.
with. who's
I
the other
lost the
side?
little thing in the corner that said night info.
There should
because
be
it's
an
not night.
eyeball.
If you're the mutant, you should have just been executed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems really fishy.
Okay,
Why would I be?
Good.
Are you a
Because that's
captain?
literally how the role reads: is if you are mad about being an outsider, you might be executed. So Peter's either playing a really fishy game or.
Or Mark is very inexperienced at all things Clocktower.
Oh,
I've seen an
father.
NRB game before though, where a similar thing happened, and
True.
they never executed anyone for breaking madness because they didn't want to give away the twin thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you might be executed. Yeah, fair enough. But like, yeah, if you're just instantly if you're executed, then the game ends, and that includes being mad about being an outsider. So
Rules are tricky.
yeah, there's a decent chance that like the game should just end here if it's actually Evil Twin and Mutant.
So who's
Unless
claiming Evil
Jacob's
Twin?
The
Wait, so wait,
Hey.
Hi.
So for Snake Charmer, does that mean if I guess someone if I guess someone and they're a demon, I switch to become the demon?
Yes, and you'll be notified if you switch.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
I think that's my only. And then if I switch to become demon, could I throw the game, or would that just not be fair?
Well, you're on the evil team, so if you throw
Evil
the
team.
game, you'll lose. But you
Okay.
can always throw the game.
Okay.
But you,
I won't. But
yeah. If you want to win, you won't throw the game.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know. I heard other things. I'm not gonna say what
Okay,
I
Evil
am
Twin.
right now.
what do you mean you heard other things?
I
You're
just-
either saying you're the evil twin or you're not one.
So Mark, you're saying Quirky is your
So-
Evil Twin and you're the mutant, right?
But she doesn't seem to know she's an evil twin, which doesn't make sense.
I think what's going on is
Hi,
that
Doug.
Mark, are you claiming that or what I
I-
said or?
I forget what the night info said anymore, but I'm pretty sure it was Quirky.
I
Or
don't know
Queen
if someone
Urki.
sent me a request, but I missed
Oh.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
This YouTube video is going to
This
be so
is gonna
short.
Be a very interesting game.
Yes, it is.
I think
Mostly because I don't know the rules
Oh, that
or the character.
You're a town. Okay, I am as well. I have. So wait,
No.
have you heard who the other pairing is with Father Mark?
I mean, it can.
I
You
think
can barely
I
hear
heard
me.
that it was Urki.
Okay.
Like, I think it was them too. I'm not totally sure. I just popped in.
Okay, yeah, that was kind of weird. It seemed like he claimed to be a twin, but he didn't know who his other twin was.
I can turn everyone else down a little bit,
Yeah,
but I
I can
can't turn
pretend to be
myself
the
up
mutant.
much.
You were mad about being an outsider.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't really be the mutant. So you would have died.
He could be.
I can
Yeah,
try
true.
to tell town that there's probably a poisoner or poison demon. I guess.
Yeah,
if you want
there's
me to say
yeah
that
either
instead of you.
yeah either poisoning or false information from Vortox.
Yeah.
I wanna hear from people if we've heard any kind of suspicion on whether or not there's a Vortox, or if we've heard any kind of like proof of no Vortox. But yeah,
Okay.
cool.
I fall into the back there.
Anything?
Yeah, this
Do you
mic
have
isn't
any
as
like will you
hot
get
as my old
information
mic.
later, or are you a non-information role?
I'm a non-information role.
Okay,
but
cool.
Just to give you something, I highly trust Bree,
Okay,
so
cool.
I'd say probably pair us together.
Okay, that sounds good. Cool.
A decent amount of bandit, and I'm a little suspicious of you, huh?
There you go.
But that's all. I'm always kind of.
But yeah, I don't know
Let's
what
see.
saying.
So you think that there's
too much.
actually an evil twin pair, and you think it's between them. You believe that.
I do, because I mean it is weird the way she's not really like saying yes there's a twin pair and I'm the good twin.
Hmm.
But I don't know, after the other person has put mutant out there, is that too close to saying I am claiming to be the mutant to town?
Well, on the upside, if they... Yes.
It's very odd. It would be very odd for someone to come forward and be like, I am the evil twin of this
Now,
person.
what would you say if I said I suspect you of wrongdoing and murder.
You led with that, so I wouldn't be surprised. You.
Yes, but what
It is
your
a tricky
defense?
script.
My defense is I talked to Mark first because he's my buddy, and he told me that he was the evil twin. Well, not the evil twin, but that he was in the twin pair, and that Erky was the other one. And he said he was the mutant, and I was like,
this game is
is
gonna be
weird.
short.
And we went back to town.
You already has it solved.
Talk to
He claimed that he was the mutant.
That feels very.
I think he's just gonna keep saying it until Papa Tony shows up, and then he's gonna shut up.
That's true. He
I'm
could.
surprised at just how open, that is, and also that we don't know much about the evil twin, or even if it's actually true. That usually feels like the opposite of what should happen.
It could be a big brain move where it's the big bad and the minion.
That's also true.
Do we think we have a Vigum or the Vortox?
I think it's possible, from what I've heard, that there's a Vortox in play.
Nominations are open.
But I'm also chaotic and willing to just take the raw Vortox test of not executing anyone day one and just.
Yeah, I'm not that chaotic. Yuha nominates Jacob.
Yuha nominates Jacob.
Yuha nominates Jacob. Tell us about it.
Well, to be clear, I don't trust him. I don't think this is a bad one to choose. I think Mark seems to be a tad, I don't know, confused potentially, or he's just playing at being confused. And there's a good shot he's the minion because of that. And because of that, I feel like Jacob is okay. Mark is left.
Mark rage quit. He's been caught.
I feel like that further leads to my evidence that that Jacob is the main culprit. Yes.
Jacob, your response.
Mark has gone to consult his How to Be a Villain book that he keeps reading. I think the Father Mark thing is quite fishy. I don't like it. I don't like how it's played out. I don't like a twin pair that is unbalanced in terms of coming forward. It's weird, and it's such a weird one being the mutant. But yeah, I was going to talk to Abandon first because we said that we were going to team up in the next game that we were
We
in
did.
together.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, man, where were you? And in the absence of Abandon, I talked to Father Mark first, and he did immediately be
You have
like,
abandoned logic for
I am in a twin pair, and he said Erky, and then since then with the mutant thing, 90% I'm on board with Father Mark potentially being the evil one because of how odd that was. But there is a world, I was saying this to you, where he is poisoned. He might be next to an Odashi, which would be abandoned, I guess, if Erky is the other person in this pair. And in which case the mutant ability wouldn't go off. But anyway, that's all I have thought about this so far, and Yuha is purely going off the fact that I talked to Father Mark first.
Nope. Can I make a counterpoint to
Make your counterpoint. Good stuff.
All right.
You're in the middle of his nomination.
You believe that Mark has a good possibility of being a minion. From the sounds of it.
90% at the moment, just because of how odd that
well,
was. Yeah.
well, prepare yourself, Jacob, because I will blow your mind.
You
I
are
am the
100%.
clockmaker, and he is 2 paces away from his big bad, which is you, sir. Kill him.
Thou.
Wow.
Unless
Hands
this
up.
also is a Vortox, right?
And if it is
If this is a Vortox, then your 2 isn't true.
well, yes, but
But
why not try? Because if it's Vortox, the body's gotta fall anyway.
I am an information role.
We've heard it all before.
You have heard it all before. No one else has, Yuha, because you're the only other person I talked to.
No, I mean in life we have all heard this. We have all been stabbed in the back by those.
I will say real quick, just to counter Jacob's conjecture about Nodashi, of Father Mark being mutant but being poisoned. Nodashi doesn't poison outsiders; it only poisons townsfolk.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay.
if there would have to be some other reason for him to be drunk, like if a philosopher chose to be mutant for some chaotic reason.
That would be insane. Yeah.
Although I don't even know if that's
About this
possible.
suspicious brown-colored liquid?
Yes.
For a reason. I'm intoxicated.
Majora, please uplift your hand.
All right,
We
I'll
have
ru-
5 right now.
I'll
There
run the
are- there
votes.
are
5
also-
votes
We do
will
have 5
put
right
Jacob
now.
on the block.
We might have a flower girl as well.
Yeah, I think we should.
1, 2,
We should get 5, which we've got
3,
now.
4,
I
5
didn't want you to potentially swap it in the end abandoned.
That's fair.
As well.
is enough. Any other nominations today?
That's nice because all 5 are on one side. So easy to keep
That
track
is.
of if there is one.
If
But yeah,
is there anyone who would be happier to die than a continuing information roll?
Or someone who's already used their role. Like, Yuha.
Oh, hi, Jay.
It's the clockmaker.
Do we believe Jacob is a good role, or do we think he's...
I believe he lies through his mustache.
I actually.
Well, for that, Abandon
I'm kinda
nominates Yuha.
suspicious about Jay.
Abandon nominates Yuha. Tell us about it.
Abandoned.
Partially Town Crier helped because, or Town Crier is the minion nominated one, right? Partially Town Crier helped. Partially he insulted the mustache, and I've also got a mustache, so I've got a backup.
I just said he's lying through it. I have a mustache right here.
This is compelling.
Yeah, but you've got a beard too.
Okay,
is pretty
just because I got the whole
It is
thing
Yuha.
doesn't mean that I'm bad.
And the third thing is just if I'm putting this out there as an option, if we believe Jacob is good, Yuha claiming Clockmaker is a safe kill, because his information has already been used.
I mean, if
I'm
I'm
putting that out
wrong-
there now. But I think it's also okay right now with killing Jacob. This is just a second opportunity.
Yeah, and I will say, if I'm wrong and we continue onwards, I'm fine if we do not find a suitable target next night that I would die. But to be honest, I don't think I would have to die because once we have a dead body, we can keep stabbing that body.
We can't just keep stabbing the body.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I understand the idea that I am disposable at this point. I'm okay with that notion for a later time, but I also don't think that Jacob is being correct, and I think Mark is a minion, and I think Jacob is a liar.
You always say that you always vote against me, Yuha. Also, my computer crashed and I missed.
What do you mean
some
vote
things.
against you? You're not even on the block.
Just being a little precocious.
All right, I'm gonna run the votes. 5 votes will tie. 6 votes will put Yuha on the block.
I would rather this happen,
I
obviously.
mean, it's Yuha. So.
Oh, you don't say, Jacob.
I think
Yeah.
for Flower Girl.
Oh, it seems Mark is
No.
backing up
Yeah.
Jacob. Isn't
Two.
that odd?
This is now
I'm
we've
backing
got
up
9.
Abandon, who accused
Now
you.
we know
3
Majora
is
and abandoned
not
information for Flower Girl is about it.
Yeah. There is also a world I've heard proposed where Father Mark and Urki are doing some really clever minion big bad play. And then
Urki's next
in that
to
case, it could be a your Clockmaker information could be false because it could be a Vortox.
In which case, we should kill someone this turn anyway.
Final call
Yeah.
for nominations.
I nominate Father Mark.
Jacob nominates Father Mark. Tell us about it.
I thought the whole evil twin thing, the way it came out, was super fishy, as I've already said. I'm willing to bet on Father Mark being the evil half of the duo, if it is a twin pair, and that would be a big brain play from a big bad and minion if it is those two. But I'm either way. Father Mark comes out evil, and I would rather be secure in killing someone evil than go on Yuha's paranoia.
But Jacob, are you good or bad?
Hold on.
Good,
First,
I'm a goody baby.
And
Father Mark,
if
your
you-
response.
that doesn't make sense.
Wait, is that a child in a wheelchair on the cover?
No, this is the How to Be a Villain handbook.
Oh. Yeah, it's how to be a villain. First, you
How
make
to
them
be a
go into a
villain.
wheelchair.
No, this is a person. with-
Disable them first, conquer them second.
This is a man winning his hands with evil plans.
Oh,
I was
like,
not expecting that to rhyme.
like that.
However, I plead the fifth.
All right. 5 votes will
Solid
tie.
defense.
6 votes will put Jacob on the block.
Jacob.
I mean, it's a solid defense in America. This is Ravenswood Blow.
1.
And he's not even American.
I'm Canadian.
Fellas!
2. Yeah, what's the Canadian Fifth Amendment?
We
is
don't
not
need
enough.
amendments. We made a good constitution.
Closing
the Fifth Amendment in the
nominations
Canadian
in
Constitution?
5.
We don't need no amendments. Fifth Amendment.
We don't need no education.
All right, Jacob is executed and dies, and everyone goes to sleep.
On night 2, Wooby chooses the Dreamer ability and makes Majora drunk. Bree snake charms Majora. Majora, who is drunk, dreams that Yuha is the barber or the Fangu. Wooby dreams that Abandon is the mathematician or the Vigor Mortis. Abandon sees a mathematician 1.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, good morning.
Brenna wants to say to Father that she sang along with him. No deaths last night. Talk about it.
Haha!
So this is either.
Wait. What would.
Good. Yeah,
So we killed the big bad. Almost certainly, unless he sunk a kill.
Yeah, the
Or she.
What do you think? What do you think it is then?
I was I am the mathematician, I should say, because I still get information. Night 1 I got 2, which made me think it was probably an Odashi, but could have been a Vortox. Because anything other than a 5 would still mean that it's a Vortox game, and there's no world where it would be a 5 anyway. Last night I got a 1, so there are fewer people poisoned or drunk last night than there were night 1, presumably. So that makes me think we just killed an Odashi, which means that I was poisoned night 1, so my 2 wasn't real. But so now we just got to figure out between Erky and Mark who's the evil twin, probably.
Okay.
And I think I'm leaning toward Mark.
Well, so I know you're one of 2 things. So.
So I claimed mathematician, but.
Yeah. So.
Did you get Dreamer info?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was philosopher.
Oh, okay. That's really.
I hate you. Yeah. So Flower Girl.
Abandon is very
Flower
good at this
Girl.
game.
Sure.
The perfect
sure
time.
can.
So
No one
you
expects it.
through Tyler were who voted.
Force the flowers down
And I
someone's
would
throat
have
to
got
kill them.
information
What?
on that if I hadn't been cut down in my prime by Yuha.
Hot dang. Sorry to hear that, King.
Alexa, play
Where am I?
Despacito.
Despacito.
Mm-hmm.
All
Goody
right.
babies here all around.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
I guess it's important to usually have at least one,
Tough
so
game
you
for
can
evil.
differentiate demons and minions.
Mark claiming mutant really did it for the evil team, unfortunately. F's in the chat.
Each night you choose a player. So I do think we chose the big bad, unless they're just not killing for laughs.
Yeah, that could be it.
Is there anything that keeps somebody alive? We don't have a fool.
We don't have a fool. There's. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone that keeps someone alive.
Yeah, he doesn't know
The only
who's
thing
drunk.
I don't understand is why, if there is an evil twin pairing, Erky's being so unhelpful about it.
Neither of them have been very helpful, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, I need to go and chat with that dreamer again and try to figure out what's going on.
Okay, and I'm gonna go look and see who you talk to, Nick.
I think so. Yuha!
Huh?
You did
What?
it!
I did what? Oh,
I mean,
Probably got
Jacob's
the
obviously
killer.
the big bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
or
have to figure out
you
which
or
twin.
someone else could be faking it.
Because you have to kill someone every night, right?
You can choose Jacob,
It says
for
each
example.
night you may. Oh, you can choose Jacob, isn't that?
Any
going
info
on?
you want to give me about you?
I I can. I will give you info if you give me your info. If you tell me who you are.
My info is Yuha is full of it.
Yuha is full of it. Okay. What
Yes.
as far as being the clockmaker?
Yes, I have heard from a dreamer claim who has picked Yuha 2 nights in a row
Mhm.
and got him as either Barber or Fangu both nights. I spoke with
Okay.
him again today, and he continues to claim Clockmaker. So either that dreamer is lying. I've looked; they can't be poisoned because the poisoning abilities like Vortox
Unless if
and Nodashi,
Chose
this
dream.
is
their abilities stop when
great.
they die.
Oh yes,
What if a
guys, we
philosopher
have a
chose dream?
lie. We sold a lie.
That could be true.
Oh, that feels good.
Have you heard of anyone claiming Philosopher?
All right.
Every rose has its thorns.
We sold the lie that Yuha is either the Barber or the Fangu
Unless we have a town
to
crier.
Majora.
And every time I held
It's true.
a
Any town
rose-
crier info.
He does need to come out. Yeah, that's part of
So,
why
Mike,
I'm
what's it
rushing
like
them,
being
just
a
to give
mutant?
Evil a sliver of a
well,
chance.
Did Quirky or Mark nominate last night?
Neither of them did, I don't think. So we should have a no from town crier no matter what,
Well, we should have.
presumably.
I guess, yeah.
But Mark's dodging my question.
Nominations
What question?
are now open.
I asked what it's like being a mutant, Mark.
Well, I'm very happy about it. I'm not at all mad.
That's not how the mutant works, Mark. As someone that had
Peter's
had
either-
the mutant explained to me myself, Yuha nominates Mark.
Oh,
Yuha nominates Mark. Tell us about it.
Well, I believe he's an evil twin.
Father
Yeah.
Mark. Oh, that's it? Do you have more?
Well, I was gonna say he's claiming to be mutant, boldface claiming it, and according to that, if you're mad about being an outsider, there's a chance of you dying. Erky, meanwhile, is adamantly saying she's a townsfolk because she cannot claim to be an outsider, or she could die. And that is a sign of a good evil twin, while Mark being evil also lines up with us killing Jacob, and why Mark was trying to get Jacob off of the plate last time.
I
am
was
back.
supporting Abandon in his.
You support nothing but lies.
You should not.
Lies.
You
Father
should-
Mark
you
has the
should-
floor.
Oh, I have the floor. First of all, I vote for mustaches, not against them, which is 100% what I was doing the last time there was a vote against you. I vote for mustaches, not against them. I plead the fifth.
Joke's on you. We don't have that in Canada.
Yes, I know. I'm hoping that my American friends will allow me to participate in their Americanisms.
Oh, I don't care about the fifth in America. Raise
You
your
don't.
hands, town folks.
All right,
Additional
4 votes.
information to support this. I'm the mathematician, and my number of drunk went down last night. So I think the demon was like the big bad was likely the Nodashi, and so Yuha's information is probably right, which would mean the minion is definitely Father Mark.
I think I have a better nomination than this. If y'all would be willing to let this one go through and let me make my case on another person.
We have no time for
Can you
such
make your
things.
case now, or
Well,
just say
I
you?
can't because
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
make
it
a
would
vote.
be
We'll
How
do
about-
okay. 4
How
votes.
about we get Father Mark on the chopping block, and then if you really have a better option
Case.
than
Yeah.
Yeah.
better case, then we'll
yeah,
vote for
I'm
it.
fine with that.
I think
I'd
let's
say
get
just
more
don't put
votes
too
out.
many votes.
Something the evil twin would say, speaking up at the last minute to be like, "Oh
Also-
yes, let's kill Father Mark. Oh yes,
Al-
yes."
Also, could we have-
Murder the
Also,
good
but
twin.
Erky-
I'm
Erky-
running the
Erky-
votes.
It's,
Oh, wait,
it's so
wait.
weird that this guy claiming to be good would claim to be.
Wait. Also,
The mutant.
Erky voted for
1,
Jacob to be kicked out,
2.
while you didn't, Mark.
Yeah.
It's true.
I can neither
3.
confirm nor deny.
Oh, I
So-
can confirm because I have
memory.
eyes, Mark, and I have a memory.
I think
to
we should
prove it.
stall
4
on
is
a
enough.
Jacob re-execution.
He
Majora
just used his
nominates
ghost vote.
Yuha.
Interesting.
Majora
feels
nominates
stabbed in
Yuha.
the
Tell us
back.
about it.
So I have spoken with a dreamer who picked Yuha night 1 and night 2, and got either an outsider or a Fangu as his two possibilities. If
Both
Jacob
times.
were both times, if Jacob were the big bad, say some sort of role that could turn someone drunk or poisoned, like a Vortox, that ability would stop when he died. So this dreamer would start getting true information if the big bad was actually killed. The dreamer got the same information 2 nights in a row, suggesting either Jacob isn't the big bad, and that there's still being drunk poisoned, or the big bad is still in play, potentially Yuha, as one of the pings the dreamer got was a big bad. It could be a risky move to get Jacob killed, sink a kill, and then immediately try to execute someone who could actually be the good twin.
Yuha, your response.
Well, one, I'm most certainly a clockmaker. I don't know what's going on with this dreamer. I don't know who they are. I've claimed the number 2. It lined up with Jacob, and it also lines up with Mark. So that doesn't make any sense. Mark already has claimed to be an evil twin, and he has claimed being a mutant, which being a mutant, claiming it, hard claiming it like that, is being mad about being an outsider, which greatly increases the chances of randomly dying unless he was an evil twin, because he would not be actually the mutant, making Erky the actual mutant, but she's part of the evil twin, but she's the good part, and she hacks to be insistent like that, while Mark continues to ignore the fact that I'm calling him that, and he has not tried to convince us he's a townsfolk at all. So Erky is clearly adamant. Exactly my point. Thank you, Mark. You're not mad.
Real quick question, Majora.
Yes.
I've heard rumor of a Philo dreamer. Does that also line up with the dreamer information you got on Yuha? Or you've heard on Yuha?
I have heard of a Philo dreamer, but from what I've heard, they use their ability night 2, which would have only affected...
And they used it on Yuha as well? Is that what you've heard?
I have not heard their data, but if they used it night 2, then the original dreamer would only be drunk on the second night once they used their ability.
Right, but supposing that Jacob was someone who gave false information, a demon that gave false information, the dreamer's information could be false.
Also,
that could be true, yes.
Also, I'm confused. If you're claiming that I was like a minion and that our big bad has died and somehow it became a minion, how would we also have another set of minions being the twins?
No, the claim is that you're
the big
bad.
Okay. Well, that doesn't make any sense either to me, but...
I will also say I haven't heard rumor of enough outsiders for it to be a Fangu game, unless they're all being really quiet, which there is reason to do.
Well, we have one that's being very adamant about it. That should have been
also
quiet.
True.
I'm thinking, if you're a clockmaker, your ability's already used up, and if we have killed the big bad as you think, we're fine spending an extra day to eliminate a possibility.
I want a perfect speedrun game, and that was us killing Mark. Like, this is clearly Mark. You are elongated something that makes 0 sense and 0 grounds for. I don't know who this drunk dreamer is, but they need to go off somewhere and sober up.
Not enough
All right.
people are confident about
We're spending a day on it.
evil.
I'm running the votes. 4 votes will tie, 5 votes will put Yuha on the block.
I don't want to risk tying, so I'm dropping my hand unless
I'd
it's...
like this to go through, just in case.
We could also have...
1.
Oh, we need an extra vote or else we're going to tie.
3.
we do. Oh, shoot. Okay, cool. Thanks, Swoopy.
No.
3 is not
Mark
enough.
raising his hand there is very...
Telling?
Sus,
I mean, he's on
as the
wall.
kids say.
That's true.
Yeah, Jacob. And you being so quiet is also quite odd.
We could also have one of the twins nominate someone in case we have a town crier.
True.
We need none of
I
this
think there's-
display.
Final call for nominations.
Never mind.
Town Crier's nominations, not votes.
Yeah.
Closing in 5.
Mark nominates Erky.
Mark nominates Erky. Tell us about it.
I've been waiting for this.
I have nominated Erky in this moment because she said she's been waiting for it.
Erky,
Your response.
I'm really bad at this game, maybe?
I would like to say that I find it very interesting that Mark wants to go at me just to try and save his boot in front of Bree for making the suggestion. After he claimed to be the good twin and the mutant multiple times, even in front of Peter, I feel like that's a risky move and a very low likelihood of being able to continue on in the game. So he's really just resting on Peter's good graces if he's the mutant, which he's not.
Says the townsfolk.
I think he's a bad baby. He is a very, very bad baby, and he needs to be taken out. So please do not vote Erky. Let Mark go. Just let him die.
4 votes will tie. 5 votes will put Erky
Let
on
go
the
of
block.
Jack's hand. Let him go.
What? Not Jack's hand. I nominated.
I
so I have to
don't, I
vote
don't
this.
know what that means, but I say we
a
stomp on his
Titanic
head.
reference.
Lion King.
I also think in the world that Mark was actually not going to be executed, continuing to claim outsider, Peter would just kill him if he was mutant.
Yeah,
1 is not enough.
that's what I was saying.
Like, yeah,
Yay,
just
one
expedite it.
vote.
Closing at 5.
It's a double rainbow all the
Oh,
way.
this is... I'm gonna die.
Oh,
aren't I?
what's wrong, Mark?
Oh, what's
All
wrong?
right, Mark is executed and dies. And I would like to offer my sincere congratulations to the good team.
Yeah, clockmaker.
Ay,
Curse
ay,
you and your
what a
intuition.
game. All right, guys. So this game, I put in the mathematician because I was like, hey, I want. This is our mathematician role debut, so I added in different opportunities for drunkenness and poison. For example, the sweetheart and the philosopher who became a dreamer. By the way, that's important for Majora. And the Nodashi who sat right next to the mathematician. So it was spoiled. But we salvaged it. Why? Because I thought, wouldn't it be funny to have an evil twin mutant pair? It was really funny, but Father Mark claimed mutant on the first day, and I can't execute for that. So that was a bit of a tell. Yes. Also, we had Yuha as the clockmaker. So once it was pretty clear that Mark was, in fact, the evil twin, it was pretty clear that Jacob must have been the big bad. And finally, we had the one saving grace of this game, from a storyteller's perspective, is that we told Majora 2 nights in a row. Once because he was Nodashi poisoned, the second because he was Fangu. He was Philo poisoned, drunked. We told him that Yuha is either the barber or the Fangu. And that was a little bit of a tangent. Finally, we had Bree, the snake charmer, who tested Abandon and Majora, if I remember correctly. All the plans did not work. I tried so hard.
Perfect kill.
You tried so hard and got so far, but in the end,
end,
didn't even matter.
We met up
Yuha
with
was too
Erky
powerful
on night
as a
1 to
clockmaker.
talk to her about the how pivotal it is that she is the good twin and the mutant who might get executed if she flubs it up. But then maybe we should have met with Father Mark.
Okay, so in the future, I should not be a bad character.
But you have the guide to villainy.
Nah, keep reading, Father.
I've
Keep
got
reading.
I gotta do some reading. Yeah.